Can you use awareness of your senses to enter into and remain in present moment awareness for extended periods of time? In this episode of Easy Stress Cures and Mindful Way Living, you are going to have the chance to literally count the ways to do exactly that. Stephen Carter, your host for the Easy Stress Cures podcast, as well as the Mindful Way Living show and other stress-dissolving podcasts. I've been helping people dissolve stress and create lives of happiness and success for more than 4 decades. You can learn more about my work at stressreliefradio.com, stressreliefradio.com. Back in the 1940s and 50s, a German psychiatrist named Fritz Perls and his wife Laura Perls developed a psychological treatment method they called Gestalt therapy. Gestalt therapy is a form of psychotherapy that emphasizes personal responsibility and focuses on the individual's experience in the present moment. While this work has not found the widespread general public popularity that has come to the present moment-based work of, say, Jon Kabat-Zinn or Eckhart Tolle, in my experience, Perls' method offers a more complete roadmap for maintaining present moment awareness and mental well-being, in my opinion, more consistently than either Kabat-Zinn or Tolle's methods. In this episode, we're going to apply one of Perls' deceptively simple guidance to create present moment awareness. Perls' simple guidance, quote, lose your mind and come to your senses. Lose your mind and come to your senses. A word here before we proceed. You are not really going to lose your mind. You'll know exactly where it is and how to retrieve it anytime you like. What you will experience is an awareness of your senses in ways you likely haven't experienced before. Like many social media sites, your mind is doing everything it can to keep you locked into the nonstop noise it serves up moment by moment. It's almost as though the mind craves your attention and will do anything it can to keep you riveted to your internal thoughts. Catastrophic thinking, worry, confusion, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out whatever problem is top of mind at the moment, are all ways your mind attempts to keep you locked in to attending to whatever the mind projects onto the screen of your internal awareness. When your awareness is attending to your senses, the mind is calmer, the mind is more quiet, your stress level is typically much lower. If you do need to engage your mind for a given purpose, you're typically able to access deeper insights and creative solutions that would otherwise be covered up by the noise normally present when your attention is locked into the mind's chatter. You can do this simple sensory-directed technique anytime you choose to break the pattern of mind noise and to create a sense of calm and relaxation. Before we dive into this technique, a quick notice. The technique discussed in this podcast and in a written guide that is associated with this episode, these are shared as information only. Nothing in this recording or the written guide is intended to diagnose, prevent, or treat any medical, psychological, emotional, or physical condition. If you choose to give this technique a try, you are agreeing to take full, complete, and sole responsibility for your own mental emotional, psychological, and physical well-being if you agree to take full, complete, and sole responsibility for your own well-being, and you would like to give this technique a try. Let's proceed. I'll have the instructions that I'll be sharing with you momentarily in the show notes, and I've also prepared a Come to Your Senses guide you can receive absolutely free. Simply create a blank email with the subject line reading Come to Your Senses and send it to me at cartermethod@gmail.com. You can leave the body of the email blank. Simply put in Come to Your Senses in the subject line, leave the body blank, and email that to me at cartermethod@gmail.com. Once I receive your requests, I will send you the free Come to Your Senses guide by return email. Let's begin by sitting comfortably upright, head erect, with good posture, both feet on the floor. Your hands can rest comfortably in your lap or on the arms of the chair in which you are seated. Keep your head erect, close your eyes, and bring attention to your breathing. Attend to the in and out of your breathing for about 30 seconds. And then scan your body slowly from the top of your head to your feet, and notice any areas of tension. When you notice any areas of tension, go ahead and release that tension. Once you've scanned your body head to toe, go ahead and give it one more scan just to make sure there's no areas of tension that you might have missed on the first scan. If you notice any tension, go ahead and release that tension. Open your eyes and look around the physical location where you are, your environment. You're going to be engaging your sense of sight. Allow your attention to fall on one physical object. Really look at that object as if seeing it for the very first time, and then out loud say what that object is. For example, a book, a pen, a computer, whatever that object is that you've chosen. Look at that object for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then say out loud the name of that object. If you were doing this by yourself, you would do this 4 more times with 4 other objects before moving on to your next sensory experience, which is going to be your sense of touch. For the purpose of moving through this process, let's go now to that sense of touch, your next sensory experience. After scanning your environment, choose an object and pick it up, feel it in your hand. Move your fingers and thumb on the object and really attend to the felt sense of the object. This could be anything in front of you, close at hand. It could be your slacks, for example, or a shirt. You want to touch the physical object and move your fingertips and thumb in a way that you really feel the physical characteristics of that object. Give your sense of touch attention for 10 to 15 seconds. If you were doing this by yourself, you would repeat this 3 more times. But as we did with the sense of sight, to move this process along, we're going to attend to your next sensory experience, which is your sense of hearing. Close your eyes and listen to the sounds in your environment. If you're in a room, you'll notice there is a faint sound in the room. In our audio recording world, we call this room tone. Tune into the ambient sounds in your room or the area where you are seated and isolate one sound out of all the potential sounds that you're hearing. Tune in to that sound and simply notice it. Again for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Good. If you were doing this by yourself, you would repeat this 2 more times. Next, let's engage your sense of smell. Bring attention to your sense of smell, your olfactory sense. Isolate one aroma that is around you. It may be a faint scent, but there is always an aroma present. We simply habituate, and the brain pays no attention because it doesn't consider that aroma important. Unless it's quite a pungent or strong odor or aroma, we tend to ignore it, but there is always some type of smell, some type of odor present. Bring attention to that aroma, to that odor, to that aromatic experience, again for about 10 to 15 seconds. If you were doing this by yourself, you would repeat this 1 additional time. Our next destination is your sense of taste, your gustatory sense. Bring attention to your tongue. Notice there is likely already a faint sense of taste you can detect through your tongue. It may be the residue of something you drank, something you ate earlier, or something you just can't quite identify, but you know it's there. Stay with that sense of taste for about 10 to 15 seconds. Good, good, good. Next, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes and take a final look around your environment. Stretch, yawn, sigh, really, really stretch, yawn, and sigh, even if you don't feel like yawning. This is a great way to release stress in mind and body. Stretch, yawn, and sigh. And notice now how calm and relaxed you're feeling. Notice your mind is quiet. It's now time to return to whatever activity you choose to pursue with a deep sense of relaxation and well-being. To recap, sit comfortably in good posture, not in any military way, simply comfortably upright, your head erect, both feet on the floor. Close your eyes and attend to your breathing for about 30 seconds. Scan your body slowly, head to feet. Notice and release any areas of tension. Begin your sensory awareness with the sense of sight. Open your eyes. Look at one object carefully for about 10 or 15 seconds. Look at the object as if it's the first time that you have ever seen it. Name that object and then repeat 4 more times. Next, attend to your sense of touch. Select 4 items to feel with your fingertips and notice the unique felt sense for each item. Next, attend to your sense of hearing. Close your eyes and identify 3 distinct sounds in your environment, and then isolate and attend to each one of those 3 sounds for about 10 to 15 seconds each. Next, attend to your olfactory sense of smell. Identify 2 distinct odors or aromas in your environment. Attend to each one of those aromas or odors for about 10 to 15 seconds each. Next, attend to your sense of taste. Bring awareness to your tongue and notice any residue of something you perhaps drank or ate earlier. You may even notice a faint taste of something you simply can't name, but it's there. It's present. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes and take a final look around your environment. Engage in a yawn-size stretch, followed by a final comfortable in and out breath. Notice how calm and relaxed you feel as you return to whatever activities need your attention. You can use this come to your senses technique anytime you choose to calm mind and body and enjoy a grounded, relaxing experience. You can also do an abbreviated version of the full experience periodically throughout the day. You can do that abbreviated version by choosing to observe 1 or 2 physical objects. Perhaps you prefer to run your fingertips over 1 or 2 objects, such as a pair of slacks you're wearing or your shirt or blouse. Perhaps you prefer to bring attention to the ambient sounds in your environment and simply notice one of those sounds for a few seconds. All of these quick sensory connections can be done in only a few seconds, and when you do that, you will lose your mind and come to your senses. Remember, you can receive a written guide describing this come to your senses technique. Simply create a blank email with the subject line reading come to your senses and send that email request to me at cartermethod@gmail.com. I will send that guide to you by return email. You can listen to previous episodes of Easy Stress Cures, Mindful Way Living, and Energy Healing for Well-Being, along with other stress relief podcasts by visiting stressreliefradio.com and choosing the Podcasts tab. If you have any questions or comments about this or any other episode, I do hope you will email me at cartermethod@gmail.com. Until our next visit, your host here, Stephen Carter, wishing you and your loved ones blessings in abundance.